I just spoke with Naveen ji, so he's coming back. I think the speakers get very engrossed with the subject that they forget that there is a time stipulation. So.
In fact, it is in fact very deep subject.
Yes.
I think he is confused कि इसको कहाँ पे कम करो.
That's the more difficult part. And I always can't nudge.
Much shorten it.
Naveen ji is back. Naveen ji is back.
Yes. So we were discussing कि आप ये जगह पे कंफ्यूज है कि आप कहाँ पे कम कर रहे हैं.
हाँ?
हम लोग यही डिस्कस कर रहे थे, आप यहाँ पे कंफ्यूज है कि मैं कम क्या करूं. कम कुछ कर ही नहीं पा.
मैं वही कह रहा हूँ. ये एक्चुअली ना एक तरीका देखने का. ये बट जयदीप रेज्ड अ वेरी वैलिड पॉइंट कि मतलब जो कल भी बोल रहा था, एवरी स्लाइड हैज टू सेटिस्फाई अ क्राइटेरिया. क्यों देखूं मैं? ये हमारे कंसल्टिंग के अंदर गोल्डन रूल है. एवरी स्लाइड मस्ट क्वालिफाई दैट क्राइटेरिया. क्यों देखूं मैं? क्यों वेस्ट करूं? व्हाट इज देयर फॉर मी इन दिस स्लाइड, है ना? तो वो है ही है यार. जैसे शादी के अंदर डिफरेंट स्टेक होल्डर्स का डिफरेंट एम रहता है ना? तो वो हर एक जिंदगी के हर चीज में होता है. बाराती हमेशा खाना देखेगा और लड़की वाले हमेशा लड़के वालों को देखेंगे. वो तो रहता ही है इसमें. अच्छा, दूसरा what I was covering, like section 42, subsection 5 to 8 cover the redressal forums and ombudsmen. So this is another area of practice for the lawyers. And then we have special courts for section 153 to 157. Under the Electricity Act 2003, which deal with the matter relating to given where their jurisdiction is outlined. So their special courts can also, the legal professional can also represent the clients in front of the special courts. So when we say
special courts is technical or non-technical?
No, ये तो special courts का. If I were to tell you special courts का, अगर if I were to tell you, एक मिनट मैं आपको बताता हूँ. Can you see this Electricity Act now?
Yes, sir.
Electricity Act दिखाई दे रहा है?
हाँ जी सर.
हाँ, तो Electricity Act में आपको बताता हूँ स्पेशल कोर्ट का. एप्टेल तो है ही है.
Sir, if we can just hold in for a while, let some of the other viewers also get in.
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल. मैं तो रुका ही हूँ. मैंने कहाँ जाना है? मैं तो घर में.
I think 2-3 लोग तो आएंगे.
No, like because it's the third hour of the webinar, so I'm just messaging everybody so that we are back. Some of the students have messaged me. In fact, they found it very intriguing. They said that
is already logged in again. This.
Yes. I mean.
The question which was sent was by him only.
And sir, I feel very nauseating if Naveen ji is like full throttle on a ship, and I like a small iceberg stand in front of him saying that sir time.
नहीं, I know यार, time is crucial, but मैं करूँ क्या यार? मतलब there is hardly I can.
Me and Sunil ji were discussing on that only. So sir,
yeah, there are people who are thriving only on electricity practice. I can tell you a lot of such people in Delhi and those who only do electricity laws. क्योंकि ये कोई छोटा एरिया नहीं है ना यार. मैं आपको बताता हूँ राजदीप, एक कंसल्टिंग असाइनमेंट निकला था जो कि 40 लाख में गया था. इट वाज ओनली टू कंपाइल द टैरिफ ऑर्डर्स ऑफ द वेरियस कमीशंस. क्रिसिल को मिला था वो असाइनमेंट, 37 से 40 लाख में गया था, ओनली टू ऑन वेरियस सब्जेक्ट मैटर्स डिफरेंट रेगुलेटरी कमीशंस के आज तक क्या ऑर्डर हुए हैं, उसका कंपैरेटिव स्टेटमेंट बनाने का. और हम लोगों ने, मैंने 7 स्टेट्स का वर्ल्ड बैंक का स्टडी, हम लोगों ने तो खाली उनका स्टडीज था, खाली ऑर्डर्स का कंपैरेटिव स्टडी, कंपैरेटिव एनालिसिस, वो सब करने का 40 लाख का फीस था यार.
I mean, I think because it's a very niche area, and I don't think a lot of professionals have had the exposure during the internship or had the exposure professionally after post qualification as an experience. So I don't think they really have a very good knack, but then it is a very niche area, and that is the reason why there is only a very small group of professionals who are actually thriving in this kind of a practice.
Actually, क्या है?
Basically, even if you are purely practicing your law, you need to know the at least basic electrical law.
देखो ऐसा है ना राजदीप, अभी तुम्हारे को लग रहा है कि मुझे बताओ व्हाट इज द मीट अवेलेबल इन दिस एक्ट. कि what थिंग इज, एक बार आप बोलते हो ठीक है मुझे समझ में आ गया, इनके यहाँ पे मैं प्रैक्टिस कर सकता हूँ, उसके बाद तो लॉ ही जानना पड़ेगा ना.
राइट.
अल्टीमेटली तो फिर इसी पे ही आओगे वापस, है ना. अभी दिमाग इसलिए भी लग रहा है लॉ में कि लग रहा है क्यों टाइम खराब करूं अपना, जब अगर मैंने उस एरिया में प्रैक्टिस करना नहीं है. तो फर्स्ट यू हैव टू कन्विंस वेदर दिस इज द राइट एरिया टू एंटर, और समझ में आएगा तो फिर पढ़ लूंगा बैठ के. दैट इज, मेरे पास वो चॉइस नहीं थी ना, मेरे पास तो यूटिलिटी में था, मुझे तो करना ही था ना यार.
I think
स्टेट यूटिलिटीज में क्या होता है, दे ऑलवेज लुकिंग फॉर डोंकीज. एक्चुअली they want to load the first available donkey.
Right. I think Naveen ji, you can start, and I think if you can briefly summarize or conclude this entire, because I think you're now on the theft of electricity, which is one of the major criminal litigation also. We're going into criminal litigation.
देखो ऐसा है ना, litigation का first is, देखो ये special courts जो हैं, they deal with the matters relating to 135 to 140, which is theft of electricity, है ना, and section 150, which is I think compounding of offenses. No, 152 is compound of offenses, cognizance of offenses, and abatement. So that is it for for those matters, because you know electricity theft was never assumed as theft. Even police wale bhi the jo, they never used to take electricity theft as a why you just first time this special courts came into picture under the 2003 Act, which actually recognized electricity theft as a theft, and there were provisions made. And India is actually praised a lot when you go to other countries, including Nigeria, where I've worked. The one thing which people keep on demanding there is, like, if you have followed the law of India, follow it completely. You have district forums, but you don't have special courts. You don't have police thanas. Special police stations are there, which handle only exclusively theft of electricity. In many states there are exclusive police thanas, police station, electricity police stations.
जैसे ऐसा बोलते हैं ना, बिजली चोरी.
हाँ, बिजली चोरी थाना. बिजली चोरी was never considered as चोरी. So see, from a practice perspective, these are, you have these special codes, huh? Then you have section 42 where you have ombudsman, and electricity ombudsman and redressal forum, right? And then you have electricity regulatory commissions as a separate area. So these are the three major areas of practice for a legal professionals where they can actually practice. And these are the forums in front of which you can have a practice. Apart retail few areas where the legal professionals can practice electricity laws. So starting from small district forums, consumer redressal forums and ombudsman, to state electricity regulatory commission, central electricity regulatory commission, to APTEL, and then you have special courts. So these are the APTEL becomes equivalent of a high court, while the special courts are courts of session actually. So from there, the appeal lies onwards to a high court. So it depends which practice do you do, which level you practice. These are there. I don't know. आप बाकी और कुछ सुनना चाहोगे कि नहीं सुनना चाहोगे आप?
I mean, sir, it was, I mean, on the electricity point of view and on the practicality of it, and especially the vastness of it, I now have a figment of imagination as to what is the power sector look like from a bird's eye view. So, if before concluding, if you can give a small word to, I think two of the students are here who are listening. So there is a question, Naveen ji.
So there is a question: what is foreign electricity trade? This student has asked the question: what is foreign electricity trade? So iPhone 9, you can put your name there.
Naveen ji.
The Radhika has asked the question: what is foreign electricity trade?
Foreign
electricity trade.
बहुत नहीं समझ में आ रहा, आपकी आवाज ब्रेक होके आ रही है.
नवीन जी, so one of the audience has asked a question asking what is foreign electricity trade.
Foreign electricity trade?
Yes.
See, foreign electricity trade is like, in African continent where you have surplus available in one country, deficit available in other countries. You can actually, and then you have international transmission lines or international electricity corridors, interconnecting lines. There you can actually do trading of electricity so that electricity can be sent to the other part of the other country. Like we are going to do, like, I think we have a line from Bhutan. So if we do foreign electricity trading, the power comes from Bhutan. Also, I think in Nepal we have. So that is, I think that comes under the foreign electricity trading.
And so I have one question. So as a professional, I'm asking as an advocate and as a litigator in litigation. So what is the scope for young professionals in the profession of advocate? What is the scope that we are looking at in the power sector in the coming few years?
And appearing before the court, then there is scope. Because what happens is this fighting on behalf of customer, issuing notices to electricity utility, it is a very small time job. जैसे हम दिल्ली में 30,000 ही कोड बोलते हैं ना, उस टाइप का है, वो छोटा वाला काम है ना? तो बोले वो नोटिस के 2,000 पे दे देंगे, 1,000 पे दे देंगे, बहुत ज्यादा स्टेक होगा, स्ट्रॉन्ग केस होगा तो 5,000 दे देंगे, तो उस टाइप का केस है, वो मजेदार वाला काम नहीं है ना. एप्टेल के अंदर में एप्टेल के अंदर में your stature as a lawyer comes into play. How renowned you are, how likely is that, because एप्टेल के जो चेयरमैन होते हैं, is a retired judge, I think judge of a high court. तो वो then you have to have that power so that you can actually make your presence felt there, है ना? जो demeanors और वो सब comes into play. In between CRC also you need a lot of such thing. SCRC is the only place where you can actually go, but where are the matters? Electricity, this for and on behalf of electricity utility, there is only annual tariff filing. So there is not much, and that is why that perhaps speaks volumes as to why not many lawyers are there exclusively in electricity practice.
Okay, superb. That was very informative, sir.
And that is why, if you see, I always say it should be part of your total job. Like if you have a lawyer in terms of your team and you do all sorts of merger amalgamation, transaction advisory, then it is worthwhile. As a team member, you will need one person. But, doing in front of the utilities, unless you have gained that kind of a stature where everybody wants to hire you for representing your case, then there are matters, and people are actually thriving on that also. There are 2 or 3 lawyers I know who thrive on electricity, but they have been in this business for past 20-25 years, ever since the electricity reform started, and they were part of some of the other big 4's team.
Okay.
Like Jay Sagar hai. Jay Sagar has an excellent practice in electricity. Jay Sagar has a wonderful practice. But again, I'm saying Jay Sagar was our consultant, part of the Arthur Anderson team in Haryana.
You mean the law firm Jay Sagar?
Huh?
Yes, law firm.
The law firm Jay Sagar.
हाँ, Jay Sagar and associates. Ramfrey and Sagar नहीं थे पहले एक? Ramfrey and Sagar.
Right. Perfect.
Sagar and associate, na?
Perfect, sir. Perfect. So, sir, if you can just conclude, because I know it has been extremely difficult for you to pick and choose, meander through this extensive topic that is really very difficult to compress and express in such a short span of time for a diverse group of viewers who've been there for the last 2 hours or so. There were professionals. There are still students who are here listening to us. A brief word of conclusion before we conclude today's webinar.
See, in electricity law, if you ask me, relating to theft of electricity, the focus during the framing of this law was more on the realization of revenue lost rather than punishing the people, right? So the focus was on assessment, levy of penalty, by which you could actually realize what was actually lost. And that is why this graded structure was given in section 152, compounding of offenses, wherein depending on agriculture, industrial or commercial or other supply, to be levied. But then the law made it very clear that this compounding was only available one time, only once. And second time, even the utility will not have the power to compound, right? And then there came these special courts who are supposed to, deal with all these provisions relating to theft of electricity, abatement, etc. So these were the fresh provisions of Electricity Act 2003, and in my opinion, it was a very, very watershed kind of an act, which actually enabled uh, investment in power sector. We have already seen that so many, rather we are now in a situation where there is an oversupply. Like Mundra plant suddenly has gone bad because of the imported coal. But there was a time when, because of the UMPP guidelines and the act, it brought in, like, in one single plant, UMPP Mundra plant brought about 20,000 crores of investment. One single plant. Same was Sasan. Sasan brought in so much of investment. So all in all, this act has done its job. But the thing is, the state utilities continue to bother, and that is why now, under the new amendment bill that has been proposed, especially like states of Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh, which have invested so heavily, even in Maharashtra for that matter, they have invested hugely. Like, I can tell you, Feedback Infra had done this 22 crore PMC assignment way back in 2006 for Maharashtra MSA DCL, only for 3 zones: Bhandu, Pankola, Pakola, and one more. And that assignment was 5,000 crore investment, total 14,000 crore. Then when we were doing this project monitoring in Rajasthan, another 16,000 crore had been invested. UP has invested close to that amount, and still they are at high loss. So the time has come when we need to take harsh actions, link future fundings and think to the reforms and restructuring, and also improvement of efficiency. And this act contains pretty much sufficient provisions to enable that to happen, provided there is a will on the part of the central government to take the defaulting state utilities to task, and the internal will, like as we call, who moved my cheese. The change management has to be accepted by the state utilities themselves. That's all.
Thank you so much, Naveen ji. Am I audible?
Controversy involving Dabhol, but Ratnagiri power, jo basically Dabhol power tha, why Enron went into bankruptcy, I don't know, because there were some shady transactions there. But Ratnagiri, that time, the tariff, which had been like, I don't know, there was a lot of corruption involved that time. The tariff that time was 8 rupees, 7 rupees, 8 rupees per unit. Who could have bought energy at that price? Because, if you see the whole allegations of Arvind Kejriwal against the erstwhile government of Sheila Dikshit was that there was corruption in power procurement. But when he assumed power, he later on came to know that the average basket of electricity, pool price as we call, is 5.5 rupees. अब 5.5 रुपए में खाली उसको पावर जनरेटिंग प्लांट से मिल रहा है. Whether those plants are efficient, inefficient is not a question. And if you add 30%, because typically in a distribution utility, 70% is the transmission and generation cost. 30% is their, ROI and other expenses. तो अगर वो लगाओगे तो बिजली 8 रुपया हो ही जाएगी ना. Same is with respect to Maharashtra Discom also. If you see the commercials and industrials pay close to 13 rupees, 14 rupees per unit. तो वो है. Even गुजरात के भी टैरिफ जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी उसके हैं, इंडस्ट्री और कॉमर्स के, वो तो काफी ज्यादा है. It's also a game of what power. because they could not sell that power. But again, they could not succeed.
Okay.
Uh,
Good presentation. काफी है deep है. It's a very exclusive area है.
It was very informative and
today,
elaborate presentation.
Today, in fact, we've seen Naveen ji in full throttle.
भाई ये एरिया जो बोल सकता हूँ मैं, और तो कोई बोल नहीं सकता.
Each and every slide was for us. It was just like we are sitting as a student.
No, actually, we did not even have to look at the slide. We just had to hear Naveen ji.
Yeah. So yesterday I read in the newspaper, government has earmarked because of COVID or so, I don't know, but 90,000 crore government has sanctioned for power sector.
हाँ.
कल का न्यूज़पेपर में कल न्यूज़ पढ़ा मैंने.
अरे अभी मैं वो एक मैं प्रेजेंटेशन अभी शेयर करता हूँ PwC का. PwC में मेरा एक वो एसोसिएट डायरेक्टर मेरा जूनियर था पहले, उसने एक्चुअली एक सर्कुलेट किया, मैं आपको बताता हूँ. एनर्जी मार्केट ग्रुप है उसमें. हाँ, इसके अंदर में ही हैज कंक्लूडेड बाय सेइंग urban airport national infrastructure pipeline of the central government. ये किसने किया है? रिपोर्ट ऑफ द टास्क फोर्स ऑफ डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ इकोनॉमिक अफेयर्स, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फाइनेंस, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया.
ओके. तो काफी हिडन अपॉर्चुनिटीज है.
हाँ. Volume 2 and Volume 3 presentation I have. I will just share with you.
Okay.
Volume 1 and Volume 2. मैं शेयर करता हूँ अभी ना ICC वाले ग्रुप में. See, I don't like sharing in corporate legal group because half of the people I'm actually getting dissuaded now, demotivated. मेरा बॉस actually मैं honestly speaking राजदीप थोड़ा सा इसलिए भी आज थोड़ा सा वो हूँ कि again we see today I have actually realized how important is for you to have audience, because it takes a lot of burden on your throat when you are speaking. And
correct.
Honestly speaking, पता है मैं 4:45 बजे नहाया हूँ आज. 4:45 बजे just before the presentation started. मैं कल रात से इस presentation पे काम.
So we'll discuss this on the EICC group, sir.
हाँ?
So we'll discuss this on the EICC group.
We will discuss it later on.
I mean, there are some students also. So okay, so thank you so much, Naveen ji, and all the audience, especially the students who've been posting me in my personal chat. Also, so I have given the request, the numbers where you can log into our YouTube and LinkedIn profile. Thank you, Naveen ji. It was valuable. It was informative. It was exhaustive. Even though I know for a fact, and even you know at heart that you covered only a fraction of this ocean of a topic. Thank you so much, everybody. For those of our members who are part of the EICC, so let's reconnect there and take this forward. Thank you, Naveen ji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Naveen ji.
Thank you. This is the Concord Legal. Thank you. Good evening.